This is a statement from Leonardo Darwin on behalf of British Top Team, and I want to address what's been happening in British wrestling, specifically deathmatch wrestling, over the last couple of weeks. I don't need to tell you what's occurred. As a result, the show that I was going to perform on next week has been cancelled, and I have a problem with someone specifically, but it might not be who you think I'm talking about. Let's give a little background to politicians and some of the greatest politicians that I've ever seen in my lifetime. Let's start with Tony Blair. He convinced an entire nation to have a war on terror because of weapons of mass destruction. In that process, they killed millions of innocent civilians in Iraq. But do you know what they did find? They didn't find the weapons, but they did find crude oil. Billions of barrels. And do you know what happened to Tony Blair? He wasn't thrown in prison as a war criminal. He was 2 months ago knighted by the fucking Queen of England. And then if we want to go one better, how about the progressive one, Barack Obama? Do you know that he won a Nobel Peace Prize the same year he dropped 32,000 bombs on civilians and foreign soil? But there's even one politician better than that. And you fucking know who he is. He's my old best friend, Big fucking Joe. You see, in front of the audience, he appears to be this jovial, carefree, weed-smoking guy. He's been my best friend for 14 fucking years, and there's a reason for that. He is a shrewd, manipulative piece of shit, just like me. The fact is, he's used Rise to catapult himself to stardom. 5 times this year, he's already performed in America. But I'm going to take you on a history lesson from Rise. In 2018, the 5th of January, for the very first time, I won this championship, if you recall, in the Rise Rumble. I turned my back on Big Joe. No big deal. The clip went viral. 400 fans in the Brunel Club threw bottles. They threw cans at me. If you remember that, it was an all-inspiring moment. Heat. Don't mean to be too inside baseball here. Most fucking cowardly cunt heels are afraid to have. I invited the audience to get into the ring. I opened up the middle rope, but they wouldn't because they're little pussies. But let's fast forward. We see that year, it was a record-setting year. Lad Bible came in October of 2018 and filmed a documentary on Rise, 45-minute feature. It was going to propel Rise to the next level. We were set to be the biggest independent promotion in the United Kingdom, bar none. I was the champion, of course. But furthermore, Sports Bible got in communication with us. They said, how about we start sharing some of your clips? All in all, they shared 11 videos. We literally give them our media collection. They picked what they wanted. Shut the fuck up, Seagull, when I'm talking. I'm suing you, prick. And out of those 11 videos, 9 of them featured me. What I'm trying to say is we don't have the ability to see television ratings. We have to go by the metrics that we can see. And I see that I'm the most viral independent wrestler in the fucking United Kingdom. So much so, I am an industry transcender. January 2019, I was offered present Deal or No Deal in Latvia. I left. Rise was climbing to the top. Who won this championship from me? For the very first time, my old best pal, Big fucking Joe. Do you know what he did? He is unbelievable in the ring. He's athletic. He's 6'5". Women love him, but he's insecure. So he's not confident to have a main event match for half an hour without bringing in the weapons. He made Rise a death match promotion. Prior to that, we'd had one death match in the history of Rise. It was 2018. It was me versus Big Joe, and I thought it would be fair to make the hybrid of violence and sports entertainment, which was where my father Wagner came out and made an appearance. By the way, that also went viral. And then from there, 2019 am gone. We see Rise lose 3 venues because of death matches. We see Lad Bible reach out to us and say, we think that your events are now too violent for us, and therefore we're going to put this documentary that we'd already produced on the back burner. By the way, what happened to the guy from London with the 3-piece suit that was your heavyweight champion? That's a commodities broker with 2 degrees that transcends this shit industry. And then you had to say, unfortunately, he's presenting a show in another country. And they said, well, the dude with the pants, he's talented, but it's a bit too risque for ourselves. And then, if it couldn't get any worse, Sports Bible saw one of the death matches with Michael Caden and Big fucking Joe and pulled the plug on us as well. In the meantime, the shrewd politician that is Big Joe started to ensure that the imports were coming in to the United Kingdom. They were wrestling in Rise. We've seen Cologne, we've seen Casanova, we've seen Schlack. Who was the person every single time that requested to work with them? Who, as a result, has befriended them and now goes over to America and continuously gets bookings in America? Where are my fucking bookings in America? Do you know how many times in Rise in the 8 years I've wrestled, I've requested to wrestle an import? 0. Because I don't fucking need to. And as I've said already multiple times, I've transcended this shit industry. I know many of the people don't like me in here. And the fact is, it's because I'm a media conglomerate all unto myself. I am representing the iconic network. I interviewed David Icke in a fucking castle last week. What have you little bitches been doing? Serving McDonald's on a tray? Or you been collecting your job seeker's allowance? Big Joe, you have destroyed Rise. I am going to carry it as I once did to glory. Now deathmatch wrestling has been put on the fucking side burner. I am telling you, one of two things are going to happen. You're going to meet me, shake my hand and apologise, and you can join the British top team. Or if you want to fight me, that's fine too, because I will fucking end you. I'm done. Fuck you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner of the 2018 Rise Rumble, our new Rise champion. Give it up for Dr. Leonardo